Hey, have you ever felt like your motivation just vanished? Like one day you're ready to conquer the world, and the next you're stuck on the couch, scrolling endlessly, wondering, what happened to me? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and you're in the right place. In this video, we're diving deep into why you lost your motivation, and more importantly, 5 psychology hacks to ignite it again, backed by science, philosophy, and the genius of Carl Jung. By the end, you'll have a toolbox to rekindle your drive and crush your goals. So, grab a notebook, hit that like button, and let's get your fire back. Motivation isn't just about feeling pumped. It's the fuel that powers your dreams, your work, your life. Without it, even the smallest tasks feel like climbing Everest. But here's the kicker. Motivation isn't a fixed resource. It's not something you either have or don't. It's a muscle you can train, a fire you can stoke. And to do that, we need to understand why it fades in the first place. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Your motivation is tied to your purpose, your why. But when life gets messy, stress, failure, or just plain boredom, that why can slip away. Today, we're going to uncover why that happens and arm you with 5 practical, mind-blowing hacks to bring it back. Ready? Let's dive into the psychology of why you're feeling stuck. First, let's talk about why your motivation disappeared. Spoiler alert, it's not because you're lazy or broken. It's your brain and environment playing tricks on you. Here are the 4 big culprits, rooted in psychology and philosophy. 1. Dopamine overload and the pleasure trap. Ever notice how scrolling social media or binge-watching feels so good until it doesn't? That's your brain's dopamine system at work. Dopamine is the reward chemical, and modern life bombards us with quick hits. Likes, notifications, sugary snacks. But here's the problem. Too much dopamine from easy pleasures makes your brain less responsive to effortful rewards like working on your goals. Carl Jung warned about this in his concept of the shadow, the parts of ourselves we ignore. When we chase instant gratification, we're feeding our shadow, not our purpose. It's like choosing candy over a hearty meal. Over time, your brain rewires to crave the easy stuff, and motivation for hard work tanks. 2. Lack of meaning. Let's get philosophical. Jung believed that a life without meaning leads to despair, what he called a neurosis of emptiness. If you don't know why you're doing something, your motivation will crumble. Maybe you're grinding at a job that feels soulless or chasing goals society told you to want. Nietzsche echoed this. Without a personal why, you're lost in the chaos of life. Ask yourself, when was the last time you felt truly connected to your purpose? If you're drawing a blank, that's a clue. Meaning is the anchor of motivation, and without it, you're drifting. 3. Overwhelm and decision fatigue. Psychologist William James, the father of American psychology, said, "The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook." But in today's world, we're drowning in choices, emails, tasks, notifications. Your brain has a limited bandwidth for decisions, and when it's overwhelmed, it shuts down. This is called decision fatigue, and it's a motivation killer. Ever feel paralyzed by your to-do list? That's your brain saying, "I can't handle this." 4. Fear of failure and the inner critic. Finally, there's fear. Jung taught that our psyche is shaped by archetypes like the inner critic, that voice telling you you're not good enough. When you fear failure or rejection, your brain avoids action to protect you. It's a survival instinct gone rogue. Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, believed courage is the bridge between fear and action. But if you're stuck listening to that inner critic, your motivation stays locked away. So, those are the culprits: dopamine overload, lack of meaning, overwhelm, and fear. But don't worry, we're not just diagnosing the problem. Let's flip the script with 5 psychology hacks to reignite your motivation, starting with a game changer from Jung himself. Now, let's get to the good stuff. 5 psychology hacks to bring your motivation roaring back. These are practical, science-backed, and infused with philosophical wisdom. Let's go. Hack 1. Reconnect with your why. The first hack is to reconnect with your purpose, and Carl Jung's concept of individuation is our guide. Individuation is the process of becoming your true self by aligning your life with your deepest values. Jung believed that losing touch with your purpose creates a split in your psyche, draining your energy. Here's how to fix it. Step 1. Grab a journal and ask, what matters most to me? What would I do if fear wasn't in the way? Write without censoring. Step 2. Identify one goal that aligns with your answer. It could be learning a skill, helping others, or creating something unique. Step 3. Visualize yourself living that purpose. How does it feel? That emotional connection is your motivation's spark. Jung said, your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. This hack isn't just about setting goals, it's about finding your why. Try it, and watch your drive come alive. Hack 2. Dopamine detox. Next, we need to reset your brain's dopamine system. Remember that pleasure trap. A dopamine detox can break the cycle. This isn't about quitting fun. It's about retraining your brain to enjoy effort. Here's the plan. Step 1. For 24 hours, avoid high dopamine activities, social media, video games, junk food. Replace them with low stimulation tasks like reading, walking, or meditating. Step 2. After the detox, reintroduce rewards tied to effort. For example, only listen to your favorite podcast while working out or working on a project. Step 3. Start small. Set a 10-minute task and reward yourself with something simple, like a coffee break. This rewires your brain to associate effort with pleasure. Studies show that reducing dopamine overstimulation increases focus and motivation within days. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain. Nietzsche would approve. He believed in mastering your impulses to find true strength. Hack 3. Chunk your goals. Overwhelm kills motivation, but William James's wisdom can save you. He taught that breaking tasks into small, manageable pieces frees your mind to act. Modern psychology calls this chunking, and it's a game changer. Here's how. Step 1. Pick one goal that feels daunting, say writing a book or getting fit. Step 2. Break it into tiny chunks. Instead of write a book, aim for write 200 words today. Instead of get fit, try do a 10-minute workout. Step 3. Celebrate each chunk completed. A fist pump, a check mark, anything to signal progress. This triggers a dopamine hit tied to achievement. Research shows that small wins build self-efficacy, your belief in your ability to succeed. James said, nothing is so fatiguing as the eternal hanging on of an uncompleted task. So, chunk it, crush it, and keep moving. Hack 4. Reframe failure. Fear of failure can paralyze you, but Aristotle's philosophy and modern psychology offer a fix. Aristotle saw failure as part of eudaimonia, the pursuit of a flourishing life. Today, we call this a growth mindset, pioneered by psychologist Carol Dweck. Here's the hack. Step 1. When you fail, reframe it as feedback. Instead of, I'm a failure, think, I learned what doesn't work. Step 2. Write down one lesson from your last setback. Maybe you missed a deadline because you overcommitted. Lesson? Set realistic goals. Step 3. Take one small action based on that lesson. This shifts your brain from fear to problem solving. Studies show that people with a growth mindset are more resilient and motivated. Aristotle would say, you're not failing, you're sculpting your soul through action. So, embrace the stumble and keep going. Hack 5. Build a motivation ritual. Our final hack is to create a motivation ritual inspired by Jung's emphasis on symbols and habits. Jung believed rituals connect us to our deeper selves, giving us energy to act. Pair this with habit psychology, and you've got a motivation machine. Here's how to build one. Step 1. Pick a trigger. Something you do daily, like brushing your teeth or making coffee. Step 2. Attach a small motivational action to it. For example, after your morning coffee, spend 5 minutes visualizing your goals or repeating an affirmation like, I am capable and driven. Step 3. Add a symbolic element, like lighting a candle or playing a specific song. Jung saw symbols as bridges to the unconscious, amplifying your intent. Research by Charles Duhigg shows that habits with emotional cues are stickier. Over time, your ritual becomes a Pavlovian signal to get fired up. Jung would call this a sacred act of self-alignment. Build it, and your motivation will flow. So, let's recap. You lose motivation because of dopamine overload, lack of meaning, overwhelm, and fear. But with these 5 hacks, you can fight back. Reconnect with your why using Jung's individuation. Reset your brain with a dopamine detox. Chunk your goals to beat overwhelm. Reframe failure as growth with Aristotle's wisdom. Build a motivation ritual to make drive automatic. Here's a challenge. Pick one hack and try it for a week. Maybe journal your purpose tonight or start a dopamine detox tomorrow. Small steps lead to big fires, and if you're feeling inspired, drop a comment below. Tell me which hack you're trying or share your own motivation tips. Before you go, remember this: motivation isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. Jung said, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. So, take one step today, one hack, one spark. That's how you ignite a wildfire of drive. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video like this. Thank you for watching, you amazing human, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's keep that fire burning.